Dana Carvey smashes Alec Baldwin with statement on Pres. Bush's death. Actor and comedian Dana Carvey was wildly popular for his impressions of the former President George H.W. Bush, which he did on Saturday Night Live. Actor Alec Baldwin also impersonates the incumbent President Donald Trump on SNL, but the difference between him and Carvey is enormous. Unlike Baldwin, Carvey had a friendly relationship with the then president in real life. Following Bush's death, Carvey released a statement to MSNBC, in which he talked about the man that he got to know. Bush and Carvey did charity events together during Bush's presidency and remained in touch after Bush left his post. It's the perfect example of how celebrities need to treat the president. Even thought it's difficult to even imagine anything of the sort coming from the entertainment world nowadays. It was an honor and a privilege to know and spend time with George H.W. Bush for over 25 years. When I think of those times, what I remember most is how hard we would laugh. I will miss my friend, said Carvey. Bush even personally invited Carvey to a Christmas celebration at the White House, to perform with his impersonation of him. At first Carvey did seem a bit uncomfortable. Nevertheless, Bush laughed the entire time and even joined Carvey on the stage. He showed his own sense of humor and praised Carvey and his work. The same thing cannot be said for the relationship between Baldwin and Trump, as the actor hasn't showed an ounce of respect for the president. Heavy check mark Alec Baldwin. The United States has a National Socialist tumor in its body and it is growing day by day. This alone should compel you to do everything in your power to get rid of Trump. Heavy check mark Alec Baldwin. Retweet if you think Trump should spare us the expense and time and simply resign now. Heavy check mark Alec Baldwin. Everyone who has a relationship with Trump is diminished by it. Another huge difference between Baldwin and Carvey is in the way they approach the impersonations. Carvey impersonated Bush in a fun, good-natured way. Baldwin makes fun of Trump in a more hateful way, and he hasn't tried to keep that a secret. The tone used by Carvey when impersonating Bush and the type of humor he uses are different from what Baldwin is doing now. Heavy check mark Bilsher. This was when Dana Carvey's endearing impression of George H.W. Bush really hit its stride. Twitter adds info and privacy. It's a far cry from the Baldwin's disrespectful approach. Given that Carvey showed great respect to Bush, it's no wonder that it resulted into a friendship between him and the late president. The same cannot be expected from Baldwin and his insulting humor. It's unfortunate to see that what Carvey and Bush had can no longer be seen in politics nowadays. Nevertheless, it's a relationship that Hollywood can learn a lot from.